Okay, so this has been drying now for a couple of days, and I'm just looking at it, and I think this blue is too dark. So I'm going to do something to lighten it up a little bit. And I actually thought I would see what it would look like if I brought this tape back in. So I'm going to cut some of those shapes and slap them down, and we'll see how it looks. Okay, this one I can... And I think when I did them before, I did them all really the same size or similar size. And I'm not sure if I liked that. Because here I'm talking about how you need to vary everything, and then I don't make it very interesting. Alright. On the end of this thicker one. I guess it's not thicker, it just has a broader weave to it. And oops. Like I said, I want to cover up some of this dark blue. So I'm just trying to make different size leaves, because I feel like these are all very similar size and shape, and I want it more varied. And again, I have an even number and I want an odd number. Alright, so I said before that we want it to be odd numbers and different sizes. It's just more interesting. Whoop, no, drop that. And I think I will do maybe a smaller one of this open weave. I'm trying to make it interesting by not putting everything symmetrically either. Okay, now I don't have anything up here. So maybe I'll put one up in that corner. And then I like that finer weave. I'm gonna cut a couple more of those. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But these two, I've got 2 of each. So I don't want it to look like this shape. That's why I keep turning it. And then let's do one more. We'll do it like that. So here we have some texture. Okay. I covered up some of this dark blue, which I like that it did that. Now, I was thinking about what else to do with this. Okay, so I think I figured out what I'm going to do. I had thought about painting a tree on here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some outlining with a waterproof pen. Before I do that, I'm going to put a little bit of paint on these. So I'm going to put a little bit of this gloss. Ooh, right. I just remembered that I got out this. I'm so excited. This is just spun gold. But it always looks so neat. So I'm going to put a little bit of that on there. And maybe I'll put a little bit, I don't know why, but this doesn't usually show up very well. I'll put a little bit of that. Might as well put it where. Alright, and then I'm just going to use my fingers. And I'm just going to slide this stuff over. I'm just going to take my fingers and kind of rub it in. And again, because the stuff underneath is water-based, it's going to come up a little bit. But what I also like about this idea is that it will accentuate the shape of this. I'm just wiping this off because I got a little bit on this side, and I want to keep these leaf shapes. So I'm just going to go and rub in a little bit, just so they're not late. Ooh, that one really sucked in. And these are, I don't know if you can see that, but a little bit of the ones that I put on before I covered it up. Okay. And then I'm just taking that leftover paint and not wasting it. I'm just taking my fingers and doing blots. So what I'm going to do after I get this all dry is I'm going to take a black pen and I'm going to do some doodling on here. Okay. Now I think I'm going to dry it before I put the gold on. Alright, now for my gold. Do the same thing with my finger. I'm just going to rub it in. I'm going to try to get was going to say. I guess probably just that I was going to try to make sure it's a leaf shape. This is another way too where I can make sure that my leaf shapes look a little bit different than my that other tape that I put down at the very beginning. Those are mostly straight. Well, I don't know about mostly, but some of them are straight. This big one just wants to stay white. And then when I'm done with this, I'm going to do some more drawing. It's kind of getting hard to see where these leaves are. I think I put maybe too many of the similar colors together. All these blues kind of blend in. But remember at the beginning how I started with the red? I really like how the red is just peeking through just a little bit. Here's one of the leaves that was from the beginning. See how that's even picking up. I don't know if you can see it. Some of the spray. Spray. Let's see, did I get them all? Here's one. Okay, so now I'm trying to decide whether to do some more dots with my fingers. Maybe I'll do kind of up here. I'm just rubbing my finger along the edge. This spun gold is pretty. There's lots of, well, I don't know, a lot of people use that, the liquid acrylics, which are nice. But, I mean, these craft acrylics, I think, do okay for what I need. I do have some liquid acrylics. Okay, I'm going to do some more drawing. And then I'll be back to show you what else I'm going to do. Okay, so I told you I was going to use black pen, but I'm going to start with white. And there's all sorts of different people on the internet that are wondering what the best white pen is. This is, I think I got this at Hobby Lobby or Joann's. It's Reminisce. Gel pen. And I have a couple of those. I like those. And then if that's not working, I'm going to try this Montana acrylic paint marker. And this is extra fine. And I want to have that pen size or the extra fine size because I am going to, what I don't want to, what I want to do is outline it. I don't want to make it thick. That makes sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go, should have seen, oh, by the way, this has to be completely dry in order to write on it. Okay, that one wasn't working. It looked like it was probably out. So what I'm doing is, zoom in a little bit. I am finding shapes and I'm tracing around the shapes. I here's some sort of a, I'm not really sure what that is. It's not a super, well, maybe it's an organic shape. I especially want to find organic shapes like leaves and things like that. Here's a shape. Let's see if I can find any other white pens. This one isn't working like I wanted to. Okay, I'm going to try this Montana. And again, I'm just looking for shapes. And this is the shapes left by the paint, spray, ink. Here's some of those circles. Not super impressed with my white right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and find shapes and trace them, outline them. Okay, this is Jane Davenport's paint over pen, and it's a little bit thicker. It's a medium point. But it works really nicely, and it's, the other one is I mean, if you want to have it kind of drag a little bit, there is, you know, some artistic factor about that. But it's really not showing up as much as I would like it to. So I'm going to try Jane's paint over pens and see if that works a little better. The other thing we can do is add some texture. There, I just added another line to the shape. Kind of like that, looks a little bit like a leaf. I'm back to my leaves. I like my leaves. Ooh, Jane's pens are nice because they can go even over this tape. That's pretty awesome. So one hard thing about doing art is knowing when you're done. And I don't know if I'm done. How am I going to tell if I'm done? Okay, so I'm going to take a break, look at this, and then come back and let you know if I'm... Okay, so I trimmed the edges so I could see a little better. And then I took these microns, and they're really small. This is a 0.005, and this is a 0.2. And I just did some more outlining. But I came up to here, and this says torture. And I wrote not torture because it didn't really go with my vibe of this whole project. So I want to show you one way you can fix something like that. You can also use it for your, this is an idea for journaling too. And that's to write over your handwriting. Okay, so I'm going to use this. This is another reminiscence pen, and I am going to write over this spot. I'm going to write right in this rectangle here, and I'll tell you what I'm writing. It's, if you're using this for a journal, you can write whatever you want and nobody will be able to tell except for you. But I'm going to write this. I'm going to write, and I'm going to connect them all together. I'm not going to space out my letters or my words. So I'm going to write, I was going to, and then I'm going to go up the next row and write over, use this phrase, but this piece isn't about torture. It's supposed to be pretty. And do you think it's pretty? Can't even tell, can you? Alright, so now I have that here. I'm going to have to, now that I'm looking at it, I wish I would have used white for that because that would have looked even better. Now I got this black spot, so now I need to balance that somehow. So I think I'm going to make these lines. This pen is thicker than the one I was using before. The micron pens are a little thinner. So I'm going to make these lines thicker. And then down here, I'm going to do some of the same thing, like journaling. I don't want it right under here though because that would be too symmetrical. So I think I'm going to put it right here on the side. And I'm just going to write what's in my brain. So I'm going to write this project. Oh, I'm running out of ink. I bet that's not dry there. This project has a lot going on. It's hard to know when to be done. What do you think? Okay, so now I've got two of those. That's this pen ran out, so wish that it was more that same color or thickness, so I'm gonna do that. Make a rectangle around it. And then I need to do one more. And I think I'm gonna make it, these two are about the same size. And so I'm gonna make it either really big, maybe I'll make it vertical. Let's see if I can get this pen to work again. Okay. Say I. See if I have another one. Okay, this is a Zig, a Millennium, and I think this is going to be pretty thick. It's an 8. This. These. Advertisements were in, oops, I forgot and I was putting spaces. From 1973. One says, give a hoot. The other says, just use one hand to till your garden. There are also pieces of old music under the ink sprays. I wonder if you can see them. Okay, go back to this one. This project has a lot going on. Oh, I don't even remember. So this project has a lot going on. I wonder when I will think it's done. Okay, so you got 3 of those. This one I'm gonna put a box around. That. Okay. Not liking this black up here, so I'm just going to go over it with this white. I'm going over this with the white pen. I didn't really mean to, but I just started doing it, so I'm gonna finish it. And I don't even, sometimes I just write songs, so it's just words there. Okay, I'm gonna do that with this one. To show. And then I'll do this one. Okay. So I think I'm going to be done. I see another piece that needs to be cut off. So my purpose of this project was just to show you layers, show you how you can use stencils, and then just different ways to make your project unique and quirky. I'm just looking at it and thinking it's not done. I think I'm gonna do some vines here a little bit, or stems. There. Okay, so I think that's going to be it for this project. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if there's something that you want to see, and I will try to make it for you. Sorry about the volume. I know that my voice was really quiet at times. I'm going to make a version of this where I'm talking like this, and I'm also going to make a speed version so you don't have to hear my thoughts and ramblings. So stay tuned for some close-ups, and thanks again. Please give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and please subscribe so you know when I put out new videos. Thanks. Bye.